Welcome to another episode of Peter's Success Tips, where Vancouver's top real estate agents learn proven secrets for success. This episode is brought to you by Peter Lee from Dominion Lending Casa Mortgage, the #1 mortgage choice for Vancouver homebuyers. Now here's your success tip.
Chances are you're already mailing out just listed flyers to promote your new listings. So with that in mind, here are a few tips to help you attract more qualified buyer leads and boost your ROI. Tip number 1, use an attention-grabbing headline. For example, just listed in your neighborhood. Tip number 2, highlight any special financing options. So for example, 95% financing available. Tip number 3, withhold the asking price. Sounds kind of crazy, doesn't it? Why the heck would you want to withhold the price? Isn't that going to piss people off? Not necessarily, and here's why. If you do a good job of building value with the property description and HD photos, the prospective buyer will naturally want to know the price. And of course, most realtors give the price up front. But here's the thing they don't realize. If you disclose the price, unless the buyer's hot for what you got, which is a very small percentage, they no longer have any reason to call. On the flip side, if you withhold the listing price, now all of a sudden you've given the buyer a compelling reason to call, or in this case, text. Now there's only one problem. Most researching homebuyers are hesitant to call because they're afraid of high-pressure salespeople. Once bitten, twice shy, right? So chances are they won't call unless you deploy tip number 4, remove the fear with text capture. Rather than trying to explain this, let me just give you a quick example. Here's a sample just listed flyer using text capture. As you can see, the price is withheld and the call to action says text buy 123 to 79564 to receive more info including price and financing options. Then the prospect would simply enter the code for the property of interest and bada bing bada boom, the text arrives instantly to their cell phone with a link to the property website, including the info such as price, virtual tours, mortgage calculators, financing options, etc. And all they had to do was enter a code on their cell phone. As soon as they press send, that's a hot new buyer lead for you. How slick is that? Tip number 5, feature free 24-hour recorded tips. This simple addition to the back of your just listed card or flyer can increase your lead generation by over 200%. Every time someone calls, you get a hot new lead. For example, you could offer helpful recorded tips like how to pull together a down payment, 5 financing mistakes to avoid. Can I buy a home with damaged credit? How are pre-qualifying and pre-approval different? How do I pull cash out of my home? What exactly is an interest-only home loan? Mortgage brokers versus mortgage bankers. You get the idea. Tip number 6, expand your reach. Now that you have a high-performing just listed flyer, it's time to reach more people. Instead of just targeting a small area, start mailing your just listed flyer via unaddressed mail to a larger area surrounding your property. Not only will this help you to build your brand and reputation as a results-driven, high-performance realtor, it will increase your chances of attracting more quality buyer leads. So there you have it. I've just given you 6 tips for creating a highly effective just listed flyer. As an added value service, we can provide you with a free customizable version of this just listed flyer, along with all the scripts for the 24-hour recorded tips, plus a cutting-edge text capture lead generation system, including single property websites, HD panoramic virtual tours, text capture rider signs, and a whole lot more. However, this opportunity is only available for a limited number of qualifying realtors on a first-come, first-served basis. To see if you might qualify, call us today.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Peter's Success Tips. If you have any questions or comments, please call Peter today at 604-723-4572.